everybody? I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Here come the Bengals now to take over, and they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And here's a look at the starting offense. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL. Here to his running back. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Devin Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And now a first down following that long gain. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with a hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Bengals grab it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about...
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the ball comes loose. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yep.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Surveying the field. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll drop to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job holding him out of the end zone on third down, but give a big assist to the crowd. They've been with him the entire game and have spurred them on here in the second half.
You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So it's his third field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They'll look to throw again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, spinning away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Well, just couldn't hang on to the slant. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here, because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbound.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now it comes down to Travis Coons. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.